And still ahead, how to win tickets. And welcome back. Well, when the new year rolls around, we often think of ways to improve our lives.
But what if you could take an active role in making someone else live better?
Yeah, Doctors Madan and Gwen Kandula are here with Advent to talk about the ways you can give the gift of a better life. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thanks for having us. Always good.
I think that whole theme really encompasses what you two embody in spirit in terms of the work that you do as doctors. What are you guys thankful for this year?
You know, I'm thankful. Professionally, I'm really thankful that, you know, in retrospect, just sort of being able to do what I was put here on earth to do, if that makes any sense. So I really feel like, you know, on a daily basis, I'm able to kind of put my skill set to use. And I think, you know, even more importantly, being able to deliver really positive things, really life-changing things for folks on an everyday basis, which is wonderful.
How about you, Gwen?
Oh, definitely along those same lines. I'm also thankful to be in a field that there's so much research happening in, that every year our toolbox gets a little bit deeper, and things that I never dreamed we'd be able to do with people years ago, we can do just on a daily basis today. And it's really fun.
And the pair of you are really focused on quality of life issues, hearing, breathing right, sleeping well. A lot of people take those things for granted, and when things go wrong, they ignore those symptoms. Why is that?
It's easy to do. I mean, you either get used to it and you just sort of say, yeah, that's just the way life's going to be, or you just, you know, kind of live your life and kind of, you know, deal with it. And I think in this time of year, when everybody's sort of either reflecting backwards or looking forward, you know, a lot of folks are joining the gyms, and, you know, January 1st, January 2nd, those are the big dates for everybody to get back and do their thing. But for a lot of the folks that we see, a lot of the issues that we are dealing with them hold them back. So, you know, it's great to get to the gym, but it's hard to get to the gym when you can't breathe. It's great to be at the gym and eating right, but it's hard to do those things when you're not sleeping properly, and, you know, so forth and so on. So a lot of those quality of life issues are nuisances that a lot of folks don't really recognize the fact that they can do something about them. There are many things we can do about all the things we do. They deal with it.
It does, and having those quality of life things taken care of, it makes your other goals so much easier to get to. You just feel better. You know, the people that we see, you know, I'm in a unique position where I get to see Madan's patients, and I get a little bit more time with them in our relationships together, and their whole quality of life, their ability to exercise, their ability to breathe and to not have migraines every week, that really, you know, makes a big difference in somebody's life in the long run.
And those, you've got 3 quality of life centers: the snoring center, the sinus center, where you're talking about seeing a lot of his patients, and the hearing center, which also changes lives. When you talk about the quality of the gifts that each of those centers really gives, obviously the sinus center, being able to achieve some of those goals, breathe better. Snoring center, you get your sleep, you feel better. Hearing center, maybe around the holidays, you can actually have conversations and hear the kids.
You know, we were thinking about renaming it like the relationship center, communication center.
Seriously.
Absolutely.
No, that's a big deal. I mean, especially this is another thing around the holidays when, you know, families are together, and if for the hearing part of things, if somebody's got hearing loss, that's a barrier between them and the rest of their family, and it's very hard. And it's very hard in this time of year to be dealing with that, and it doesn't have to be that way. So there's many things we can do. We got many tools on all different fronts to put an end to that. There's really no excuse, I'd say, anymore to be, you know, messing around with that.
And the medical field is really always evolving. So, for example, in the hearing business, what are some of the new technologies?
Oh gosh, there's a few things coming out. Like in January and February, I've been able to get some sneak peeks on. And one of these, Tiffany, you might know from your mom, regular telephones are often really hard to use. There's a new hearing aid coming out that has a phone that goes with it. And the phone will plug into your wall, and when it rings, it'll just go into both hearing aids. Like little things like that, I feel like we get gifts all year long. And these solutions for our patients. So it's a whole spectrum, but that's just one little example of how there's always something that I'm like, oh, I know about 20 people I can think of off the top of my head right now that this would be great for.
Well, and there's little things like that you don't even realize already exist. You know, when my mom worked with you, one of the things was for the television. You know, I told you oftentimes we have to listen to the TV so loud with her hearing, but there's an option that you have that actually can put the sound of the television right in your ear.
It's
so that
amazing.
you can listen to it at a regular sound.
Stereo, you know,
it's amazing.
It is really great.
Yeah.
It's really fun stuff.
I think it really is. And you know, you guys really do have the advanced portion of everything that's cutting out on the cusp. How do you stay up to date with all of it?
Just try. I mean, I think, again, getting back to why I'm here, what I'm doing is really trying to offer everything that's out there to be offered. Not everything new is great, but a lot of those new things are really remarkable. I think this year, one of the things I've been really thankful for as far as what I do is on the sinus center, we've been been doing a lot of work in the office with balloon sinuplasty, so really opening up folks' airways and their sinus passages. That wasn't available a year ago, and so I didn't, you know, you don't know these things until they come out, and it's been a groundbreaking, life-changing sort of a thing. And you know, again, that's great. I'm excited to see what 2013 is going to bring.
The other thing is, we always, when we look at decisions and what's available, we always say what's going to be the best thing we can do for our patients. And I think really having a very clear motivation on why we're doing things makes it really a lot easier for us to feel out, is this technology going to be something that's going to be good for them or not? And it makes it a little easier as we move forward with our decisions and what we're going to do and offer.
Well, you two are both grateful for many things. Well, we're grateful that you guys are a husband and wife team that do so much good in our community. So I want to make sure everybody knows where they can come and meet the both of you and bring in someone that they love to make sure that they can have a better quality of life. You can visit Advent. They're online at advent.md or just conveniently located on Mayfair Road in Tosa. The phone number to call is 414-771-6780. And trust me, if you do connect with them, you'll have a lot to be grateful for as well. Thanks for being